Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is high.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Texas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Right back to the well. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
And just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The option look. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. He started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. Goes to the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
TCU, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own ends. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Brings up second down.
Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. After the filthy move, he's got room. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Hoover. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Using the quick game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Getting some heat. Got it in the middle, it's James. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Gibson. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He'll ride his man on the option. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. This offense has a second down play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here comes the Texas offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll go to the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking for room, it's Gibson. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. They'll try the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Handoff to the lone back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. On the option. Now the toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground with the back. The Longhorns pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Gibson. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? On the option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Bowling Green. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Flips it out in the flat. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Crosby. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And they got him for the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The option look. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
TCU, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Goes to the option. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the fullback. Jukes his way for more.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Give to the running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Here's the handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Fullback's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together, dominating this football game.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Going for it from there, that's just outsmarting yourself. And guess who's going to pay for it? Your defense backed up with a first. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 81.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
Kick is good.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The give to the big fullback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score. Texas 36, TCU 14.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
3rd down coming.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hauls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Crosby. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to him. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next.